As I walked between the courtiers of Gothic buildings at Princeton, among a Caucasian crowd dressed in refined, casual American attire that included khakis, North Face fleeces, and pastel polos, I felt completely out of place in my sneakers, jeans, and t-shirt. During mid-fall semester of my sophomore year in college, the number of hours I was sleeping outnumbered my waking hours. Depression had set in severely, and I was inches away from dropping out and going home to home-cooked meals, my family, and the working-class community I had known all my life. But I knew that wasn't an option. Having been former school teachers in Mexico, both my mother and father instilled a deep respect and reverence for education in me. They were both raised by literate parents and came from big families. Despite their circumstances growing up, they put themselves through college to become school teachers. Years later, during their mid-20s, after marrying and starting a young family that included a 4- and 2-year-old, and feeling uneasy about the political and economic situation in Mexico, they decided to immigrate to the U.S. Upon arrival to the country, and lacking documentation, English proficiency, work permits, and knowing almost no one in the States, they were compelled to take on low-wage, manual labor jobs. My father worked as a house painter, my mother a house cleaner. Times were rough growing up, not knowing how to navigate through society, not knowing English, not having the proper paperwork to even be a registered resident, and surviving on a low family salary filled the days of my youth with insecurity and fear. My mother's constant reassurance and belief in hard work and education was a spark of hope and motivation that ignited the passion I developed for success. Échale ganas a la escuela para que no andes como nosotros, she would say. Work hard in school so that you can attain a better profession than us was a constant reminder on the days she would take us to work with her. However, she never felt ashamed of the work she did. La pobreza no tiene vergüenza, pero la ignorancia sí. There is no shame in poverty, but there is shame in ignorance. I left school for a year to work alongside my father painting houses. I sensed anxiety in my parents' faces over my decision, but ultimately it was their love and patience that helped me bounce back from despair. That year, away from college, and the days I spent toiling alongside my father, brought me back to the values they instilled in me as a child and have proven to be essential in my work as an educator: hard work, education, and patience.